We're back for this.
Hello, please
Yeah.
don't laugh like that.
Shadow, I really appreciate your optimism. Like, your determined optimism at that.
Anxious
Yeah.
optimism, I would say.
I've
Yeah.
got 3 new character ideas ready to go.
Same.
Please stop.
Oh my goodness.
So, I guess in that vein, we'll pick up where we left off last week. The group coming to Barovia, doing a very basic exploration of the nearby area, found the tree that they were advised to seek out by the stranger in Sigil that came to find them. Finding this tree, they saw that it was swarming with these strange white humanoid creatures that attacked them upon sight. Fending off these creatures.
I'm sorry. Dude,
Uh-huh.
were you gonna say strange white humanoids?
Yeah.
Like it's an anime
Yeah.
convention?
Yeah, no, that's kind of what they were. They probably smell like that too.
Oh.
Yeah, just made it really real for Shadow. I
It
think.
always smells like an anime convention right in Barovia.
Fucking visceral.
Yeah. The remaining creatures fled into the tunnel beneath the tree. The group, giving these white creatures, white anime convention goers, a chance to go deeper into the tunnel ahead of them, the group then went into this tunnel themselves. Exploring into this completely pitch black tunnel, they had to fight Sans Undertale, who was blocking them from exploring deeper down this path. Dispatching the skeleton easily, Navori went to explore a small side room briefly, having some banter with Sybil, and killing the DM for about a solid 5 minutes while he was trying to regain his composure.
Man, I
Meanwhile-
don't remember that.
Yeah, Kess, being the sole source of light at the time, just kind of trundled on ahead with no care to the fact that no one else could really see.
Except Nagori.
Fine.
Yeah. The group then proceeded further down the cavern. They found deeper into this area what looked to be kind of a more ruined area than just tunnels. Approaching, they found that it was inhabited by a handful of ghosts. This area seeming like it was once some kind of room or greater structure. Kess took an hour to perform a funerary rite for each of these ghosts, diffusing any tense situation that might have arisen, while the rest of the group explored the area, taking some time to recover from whatever they'd gotten into. Mari discovered a book that gave a brief bit of history, saying that this situation wherein the upper world is completely desolate and devastated, and this underground cavern is completely abandoned and seemingly equally devastated, was the cause of a great civil war that wiped out all humans and werewolves, or vampires and werewolves, leaving humans to fend for themselves. And humans, not being able to keep up with the horrible creatures that populated this area, fled underground. With the ritual of sending complete, the group explored a bit more, finding a large hole in the area. Cass decided to go down the hole. Just go down the hole.
Listen, Sybil gave her flying, and she knew what she had to do.
Yeah, going down, she was briefly assaulted by a number of what the group kind of began to assume were ghouls in various forms of undead. After slaying a few of them or knocking a few of them off, assaulted by a completely pale woman. Flying back up with this woman attached to her, the group quickly engaged this creature in combat, with Clive informing them that it was a vampire, one of the things that he has come here to slay. Putting this vampire down, the group almost took a chance to rest before Kess quickly checked on the flying spell, had it put back on her, and dove back into the hole. She spent the next 7 or 8 minutes fending off whatever undead would fly at her, a large number consistently jumping off of the walls, burrowing out of sides of this hole, leaping at her. Right before the spell ended, she rose back up, completely bruised, bleeding, and tattered. But determination on her face, as always. We're going to pick up right there. With Kess, you've just come over the lip, climbing your way out. And
wait. She had come up, and then other things had come up, and we kicked them back in the hole.
that's right.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Das.
What?
You should read the last message in our
I
roll.
know, I know that. I did not forget, by the way.
Okay.
Well, regardless, a handful of things tried to come up before you guys more or less secured the edge of this hole for now. With Kess, you're up there catching your breath, bleeding pretty freely, and you're fairly weak actually right now.
She's fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much you're going to be showing it, but you're not really
She's
feeling too hot.
she's leaning on her her hammer a little heavy, but she picks herself up, and she knows Knave, and she gives her a look from beneath the helm, and rather than say anything, her own hands kind of glow a little bit, and she seems to focus, and her most of her wounds just kind of stop bleeding out of, from what it looks like, magic and willpower.
She's just like, I'm not gonna have any of this anymore. Fuck this
Yeah.
bleeding.
So she's gonna use 20 of her lay on hands pool to give herself 20
Okay.
hit points.
Okay.
And she's gonna use healing hands to restore an additional 5 hit points.
Okay. Who is at the perimeter of the hole right now?
Clive is.
Sybil?
Okay.
Yeah,
I need you guys to
Navori
make
is
perception checks.
Also,
Okay. I need all 3 of you to make perception checks.
A 9.
here we
Okay.
fucking go.
Sybil's a little busy looking at Cass.
An 11. Yeah.
All right.
Navori was looking at Cass, and then she was looking at Minnow.
All right. Clive, you're keeping an intent watch down there, and you see that the walls are writhing a bit. Big clumps of dirt are being pushed free, and long, spindly, pale arms are breaking free of these walls and beginning to climb their way out. And the arms are dragging the bodies of, various creatures that are attached to said arms.
Yeah, I don't mean to alarm any of you, but we might have kicked up a giant hornet's nest here.
I figured there were a ton of them down there. Navori's
I love that for
absolutely
us.
gonna heal Minnow.
Okay,
Lucky
good
a little
choice.
better, actually. She's actually doing alright.
Still gonna heal Minnow.
Okay.
She's concerned. She's doing a concern right now. She doesn't like any of this. So she's just gonna... If Minnow's looking okay, then she'll do it at first level.
Okay.
That's ominous.
Oh, I love
Sound
that
right?
for us.
Thanks.
Oh.
Thanks, Max.
That's great. I love it.
Sybil is
Full
like,
7.
hey bitches, maybe we should beat feet the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why aren't we getting out of here? I thought we'd get, beat some of them up, and then we're leaving, right?
Mm.
We're leaving.
Yes, and we're all leaving together.
as I assume everyone is looking at Cat.
Yes.
Indeed.
Mario's
Yeah.
really looking at all 6 of those eyes.
Clive,
Hmm.
you hear the sound of this thing, whatever it is, coming from the hole. Sounds like this is starting to get a little closer.
Are we leaving or what? Come on.
You guys, you can all start to hear this now.
As much as I'd love to go ghoul slaying the rest of the day, there's a little bit more here than I think we can handle, and it ain't gonna do any of us much good to die pointlessly in here.
Navori's
Sybil is
already
going to
going. He's like, come on, why
Homosexually
don't
grab Kessa's hand and try to drag her away.
Yeah, let's go. Mario's
There's-
gonna start moving.
There's a moment of like reluctance where Sybil doesn't really get Kess to budge whatsoever, and then like she looks back at the hole and she's like,
Think
she
of it
mutters
this way.
something.
No one is going to perform our last rites. We have to go.
Look, think of it this way. This ain't the disease. It's a symptom of it.
Clive, make an acrobatics roll.
Oh god.
Oh, good.
As you guys are starting to go, and Clive, as you're talking about this being a symptom, not the disease, something grabs your ankle, and you immediately look down, and as the light of the group starts to pull away from you a little bit, you see there's a large, clawed, pale hand wrapped around your ankle, and it begins to tug back.
Can Clive shoot the thing that's grabbing his ankle?
By all means, with disadvantage. Cool. Well, I think that's fine. Yeah. Quickly, you kind of pivot and awkwardly you swing the crossbow around and loose a bolt into this creature that had pretty much begun pulling itself up using you. And it releases your ankle and falls backwards, but in that glimpse of the hole behind or underneath you, you see what looks like a hornet's nest that's just been kicked.
We gotta go now.
The
Okay.
worry's already going.
Jogging time.
Yeah,
Jogging.
Yeah, Sybil's gonna
Clive.
try to drag Kess again and be like, you die, I die. Come on, do you really want to be responsible for that?
And Kess looks at Sybil and she says, no, but go first.
Sybil's not letting go of Kess, and she is fucking trying to
Can
go.
we please have this moment later? We need to go.
Things are beginning to crawl over the lip of this hole.
Clive is currently like sprinting across the room
Yeah.
with Boon like right behind.
Yeah, do we need to move our minis? That's awkward. I'm just
No.
saying.
You're
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Alright, yeah,
Already
we're-
got up
Fine.
here.
Kess
Everybody-
makes sure she's bringing up the rear.
Everybody make an athletics roll.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh boy.
What is my
Use-
score? Where is it?
My thingy.
Oh, it's actually okay.
Let's see.
Hell yeah, jocks.
Rolling like a
Yay.
champ tonight.
Where is this? Whoa!
Oh, no!
I get
Well-
a thing.
At the very
Every
least,
time we
Navori
have
was.
to run from something, Neve rolls a 1.
At the
At
very
least it's
least,
a
Nave
3.
is. At least she's ahead of
She's out of the
everyone and not in the bag. Yeah.
That's true.
So, the jocks, you begin to pull ahead despite yourselves. The things that are beginning to pour over the lip of the hole are growing in number to the point where they're starting to pile up on themselves, trying to scrabble over the edges. And whatever that loud sound that you heard coming from the hole is getting closer.
Max?
Yeah.
Kess is, she's gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
She's gonna cast the spell that she learned from her
Uh,
paladin friend.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, the jocks begin to pull ahead as the creatures behind you begin to pile up faster and faster. And let's see. Clive and Kess, you guys fall behind a little bit, just naturally bringing up the rear, while also stumbling to get out of here. You see Navori eat shit. Just completely trip and fall and skid across the ground.
Oh wait, I lied. She's not gonna cast the spell because it's
Yeah. Yep.
it's a fucking 10-minute casting time.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
So what are you guys gonna do? You are now moving
mean-
past.
Nope.
Picking up
Kess
the name.
picks
yeah.
her right
We're
up
just-
like
we're-
she's done before.
We're both gonna
in a
take an
sense
arm.
in the sense of deja vu.
Okay. So Maria and Kess quickly bend down and just grab an arm
She's
each
swinging.
and lift her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's swinging.
All right. All right. You guys going north or south?
I believe north was the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North
That's
was
where
the way
he
you
from.
came.
Yeah.
North is the way that
Yeah.
you came.
And I think
You
we...
have not explored south.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to go exploring right
Let's go
now.
north, yeah.
We're not in an exploring kind of mood, really.
Okay. We are going to move you guys. Nope, not. Come on. There we go. So you guys, cheese it, heading back up the way you came. However, I need you guys to make a nature check.
Oh,
Nature.
nature.
Boy.
I don't know shit about nature.
I'm sure Clive will be fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not if I keep
Intelligence.
rolling 7.
Oh,
The
Oh.
more he's
Actually,
getting carried, so
Um,
that's fine, I guess.
she's got time to look.
Yeah.
who has light sources? I think Maria and Cass,
And
and that's
Cass.
it.
Yeah.
Maria cast. No,
All
Clive,
right.
Clive does
Clive
too.
does too, yeah. He took
Okay.
a torch from Maria.
All right. Well,
Rupert.
those of you that might have been able to determine where you were heading, stop short when you almost come up against a wall, finding yourself suddenly at a fork in the road. And both sides look equally dark. And you guys take off down the one that you think is leading you back to the surface. You stop for a second trying to remember which way you came, and take the right tunnel. And you're heading deeper down, running, sprinting now. And
I mean, look on the bright side, guys. If we run to the lower place where all the vampires are, they'll have all piled out, so we'll be fine.
Jesus.
coming from behind, you hear an echoing
I
roar
love
coming
that.
closer to you, swiftly gaining up on you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just getting louder and louder as you go. And you hear the sounds of things banging up against the tunnels behind you. A practical tidal wave of creatures of the undead variety banging their way through this tunnel.
You can't see any of them yet, right?
Those of you with light are able to look over your shoulder and see pale flashes of desiccated flesh coming at you.
We are not
They're
looking
unable to
back.
keep- They're unable to keep pace with you, but every once in a while you do hear the scream of something
Navori's-
back there.
If they get too close, she's gonna fucking do a thing.
Yeah.
I need you all to
Yeah.
make athletics. Give me all athletics.
I think we've all
Oh
got
my
our
gosh.
contingencies.
Mm-hmm.
15.
13.
Hold on, I get another
18.
thingy. Here we go. So 16.
Okay. Nice.
We're doing a lot better this round.
Okay. The
Chalk
things
power,
are
chalk
unable
power.
to gain on you for now. In fact, you begin to gain a fair amount of distance on them to the point where you can only hear them behind you now. And now I need you all to roll for initiative.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
Piss. All right.
Well, here we
Piss
go.
indeed.
Oh, good.
I
Oh my
love this
God!
7 that I've rolled.
There's my shitty critical one.
All right.
At least it was on initiative, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Maria. All right.
I don't like these wrinkly naked bitches behind
I
us.
hate it.
Wow, that completely made me lose my train of thought for writing down initiative.
Those con goers.
Okay.
They want our
Um,
autographs.
1 second.
Picture
Okay,
of the
yeah.
house.
So you guys step
They have
forward,
their
and
yaoi
those of you with
God.
light sources, all noticeably, or you notice that all of them begin to dim just slightly,
Mm.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
and the air around you grows just slightly oppressive. And you come up short onto this room, and 2 ghouls burst forth from the walls right behind you. You hear the sound of more coming up behind you. Clive. Your turn.
Well, Clive hasn't stopped running. Oh, Boon's on the map, by the way.
Yeah, what happened to Boon?
Oh no.
So Clive's gonna come up to about right here, and when he hears the ghouls burst out of the wall, he's gonna quickly like turn around and fire another shot at the one behind Maria.
Okay.
Oh shit. Add a +8 to that.
Okay. Yeah, they both hit.
I gotta
Oh
have a
yeah,
second.
that one hits. Yeah, that hits. Oh. That one does not.
I really just need to make like saved things for these.
Yeah, Roll20 has the character sheets you can add stuff to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Alright,
do that sometimes.
Yeah, Clive, you stop skidding a little bit and you raise your crossbow and crack off a shot, and it hits the one behind Maria that was beginning to pull back into a leap, and it takes it back down to the earth where it hits with a soft thud and skids and scrabbles back up. Maria, it's your turn.
Oh, well, having seen a crossbow bolt whiz past her shoulder, she's gonna turn the fuck around and probably shoot that same one.
Okay. Disadvantage.
She has pistol expert now.
That's right.
She's actually gonna shoot the one behind Minnow.
Okay.
Looks like Max got some new tokens for this bullshit.
And there's attack 2.
Okay. The first one misses, second one hits.
Okay. Whoops. Oh, it's 3. Okay.
Okay. You guys all hear the loud explosion of a gun going off, and there's a flash from the muzzle as another one that had just come out of the wall lands on the ground and Maria quickly just shoots it right in the head, and it twists just enough for the bullet to hit it in its shoulder instead, and it looks at you, Mario, with a hiss and looks like it's getting ready to pounce. Cass.
Well, Kess, being who she is as a person, she's gonna she's gonna move over here. And she's gonna hit the one that you know what? The one in front of her. She's gonna hit the one in front of her.
Okay.
Kess moves 2 squares and I immediately get acid reflux.
That hits.
Sybil's gonna have attachment
That
disorder
hits.
after this.
Both hit.
Just gonna have to Velcro her to Cass.
And I knew I should have taken that trap spell off Clive.
Imagine
Alright,
Kess
cool.
carrying both Sybil and Knave in a papoose,
Yeah,
one in the
Kess,
front and one in
you
the
just
back.
bring your hammer and crush that thing's skull with a dull, wet squelch.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yum.
Um.
Oh.
Oh,
Stop
there are
it.
more of them.
Stop it.
Two more, or let's see. I don't. Sorry, I'm trying to see who can see what. Okay, yeah.
I can see one.
Yeah, you see at least one burst forth from the wall again, just scrabbling forth, and Clive, it looks at you, or it would look at you, but where its eyes are, or where its eyes should be, are just two milky white dots. And it opens its mouth to expose a mouthful of sharp fangs, and it hisses at you. Knave.
Like that. Jesus. Okay. Navori, like, she heard that. She kind of sees that. She looks back at Kaz. She gives Kaz a look like, and she's gonna. She comes up here.
Okay.
And she's gonna. she doesn't like it. She fucking hates it, and she's going to, let's see, do. Is that 30? I guess it is. What level is this gonna be? Sorry, I have to figure out how many people this affects. So. Okay. She's gonna cast Bless at second level. She's
Okay.
gonna get, let's see, Kess, Sybil, Minnow, and herself.
All right, cool. Knave utters a soft word, and those of you that got blessed feel #blessed.
Right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
She doesn't like it. She's just like, this is gonna get bad.
Sybil.
Okay, Sybil, she's gonna just kind of skedaddle over here, then she's gonna turn around, she's gonna hit this motherfucker right here,
Okay.
with an Eldritch Blast. So,
Alright.
let's see. 24.
That hits.
Alright, and then... Chow! 10 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, there's a burst of green light from Sybil's sword that illuminates the area around you, and behind you, Kess, they're coming. A brief count shows about 4 coming up behind you.
Good stuff.
Guess what the fuck?
This one, 1, 2, comes at you, Clive. 1, 2. You guys hear the crash of more crashing through the walls. And the one in front of you, Clive, is going to take a swing. It misses. It scrabbles across the dirt, catching on a loose stone and tripping comically, almost, and skidding for a moment. Minnow, you're up.
Man falls for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Martial Jock is gonna follow up the Magic Jock and hit the one in front of her.
Okay.
Is taking notice of more coming down the way.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So on,
Yeah.
on my turn, I'm gonna have a question, Max.
Uh-huh.
21.
Oh dear.
Those both hit.
Are you gonna try to cave the tunnel in?
Wow, it's like you read my mind.
Minnow might have plans for that too.
Okay. Yeah, Minnow, you twirl your naginata, cutting this thing into practical ribbons. And it falls, bleeding a black Icarus fluid. Clive, we come back around to you.
Okay. Well, Clive, not wanting to be that close to a ghoul, is gonna shift this way. Just gonna like disengage so he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
And he's gonna take more shots at it.
Okay. Those both
Oh,
hit.
hell yeah.
Hey.
Ouchies.
Obviously, yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
double ouchies. Like that.
He's bringing
Alright.
the pain.
Yeah,
Good
no, that's you
That's done.
quickly launch 2 crossbow bolts, pinning this to the ground before it has a chance to get back up. Maria, you're up.
She is going to move about here, and she's gonna shoot this fancy fellow in the corner.
Okay.
So there's an 18 and a fail.
Yep. That first one hits though.
Okay. There's 13 for the
Nice.
first.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Okay, yeah. There's another flash of the muzzle, and the other one in front of you, Clive, just takes a bullet.
Takes a bullet as in it dies, or just takes a bullet?
No, it just takes a bullet.
Oh, okay.
Cass,
Shooting
your turn.
meatloaf.
All right, so there are 4 coming up the tunnel behind them.
At the very least, those are the only ones that you can see, but you see the shapes of more behind it.
So what kind of check do I need to make to collapse the tunnel with her? With her
With
thing?
a hammer?
Yeah.
Give me, make an attack roll. Attack the darkness.
All right. She's
Oh my god.
See, Kess just kind of. I mean, she's gonna swing twice because she's got 2 attacks, and she hits both of the walls pretty much.
Okay.
And I hope she gets out of there.
Well,
Oh,
that's another
stop.
story entirely. Oh,
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Well,
Will a
Okay.
natural 20 do it?
always
Roll
wanted to
damage
sink
for
a
me.
tree.
sure.
Auto-destruct those walls with your hammer of destruction.
Okay. Given the fact that this is normally used to break items, it doesn't completely demolish the wall
Yeah.
like you hoped. However, striking the wall on either side of you, you smack it once and then quickly go over to the other one and smack it. And stones are knocked loose. There's a great rumbling sound. And I need you to make acrobatics.
Hey.
Okay. The tunnel behind you begins to cave in, and you hear frustrated and loud screeches of various ghouls as they get crushed by falling stones. The tunnel behind you doesn't just collapse right behind you. You begin to weaken the overall structural integrity of this whole thing.
Yeah.
You try to get out of the way and just barely get out of the way of a falling rock, and it does hit you and push you forward a little bit, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you hear the tunnel behind you collapse, for lack of a better word.
Awesome.
You still have movement.
Yeah. Get.
You're right.
Get.
Get.
Get on. Yeah.
Get along, little paladin.
All right, she moves up there.
Okay.
Oh shit, there's more! I hate it!
Oh,
Here comes the light.
All right, we're at a crossroad. Good
it's
stuff.
my favorite Britney movie.
One comes up and it's gonna take a swing at Boon.
Why?
It missed.
Good.
All right. Knave.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
it
bird
tries
is
to
left-
bite Boon. Just gets a mouthful of fluff.
Oh.
That's adorable.
Okay. Navori's glad that Kess is back up here. But she sees that thing coming, and she sees it attack Boone. She doesn't fucking like it, so she's gonna firebolt it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably don't need to add bless to that.
No.
Okay, what is the damage on this? 2d10. Wow, a whole 4!
Okay. Actually, hold on. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, the little bolt of fire goes out and strikes and leaves a little scorch mark. Sybil.
Oh. wait,
Okay.
Or what else did you want to do? Sorry.
like, does this area look familiar at all? Like,
You can make a... At a glance, you cannot tell, which is kind of telling in and of itself.
okay. She's just like, I don't know, this is the way we came! And she's kinda,
Well,
She's
it's the way we're
gonna-
going now.
No, she doesn't move. She stays where she is.
Okay. Now it's Sybil's turn.
Alright, so this skinny naked bitch is still alive, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, not for long. She's just gonna hit him. 12.
That
She
does
has
hit.
blessed.
Cool.
Oh,
It's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. That hits.
That's a 10. That's a 14.
Cool. Yeah, that does kill it. Don't you have green flame blade like permanently on?
I mean, I have green flame blade. It's just she used Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay. I thought you hit it with your sword.
I mean,
Yeah,
I could be using green flame blade. It's just not advantageous.
it's fine. Yeah, you lift your sword, and another bolt of green energy comes out and just pierces this thing, leaving a smoldering hole. There it is. God damn it.
It's gonna be like, hey guys, I think a direction is cleared. Do we want to fucking book it?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. And Sybil just runs into the darkness and then immediately goes, oh, this was a mistake. Someone please follow me.
Well, I was gonna have Boon sniff which way was the correct way out, but I can still go that way now.
Well, Sybil.
Oh dear.
Oh, yes. I love almost dying.
From the darkness, you hear a screeching sound, and something leaps out to bite you. That hits. That is... Actually, that's what? 14?
12, so yes.
Okay. It does 4 slashing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, first let me do slash damage. How much are my con saving throws? That many.
You have bless for this.
Well, bless isn't gonna do shit, you know what?
Oh my god.
I mean, just do it anyway.
I got a 6, bitch!
Alright, Sybil, this ghoul leaps out and claws you with one wicked claw.
Wait,
And...
did you roll a 1d10?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Reroll
hey,
that.
I did roll a 1d10. Whoops. Okay, maybe I'll do better.
I believe in you.
In before a 1 happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can I add my bless to that?
Yes.
Cool. Oh, do I reroll bless or do I just use the existing bless?
Just use
I mean,
the
it's like-
existing, so that's what.
Okay, yeah.
2
It's a
players.
13.
Yeah, you still get struck by a claw, and briefly you feel this paralytic come through you. Your limbs
Ugh.
lock up, but you shake it off, using just sheer adrenaline of the moment.
Hey guys, we're fucked on this side too!
Minnow, your turn.
Okay, Minnow's gonna make a mad dash after Sybil to make sure she's okay. And it's just gonna be full sprint to Sybil because she can't see shit. Just
Okay.
to be in the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
both blind over there now? Like,
Yes.
Yes, both blind, but she's gonna.
Do you have additional movement, or was that a dash as well?
That was with dash.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just get up with Sybil, seeing this pale outline hissing from within the darkness. All right, Clive, you're up.
All right. Well, did Sybil make any noise when she was attacked by the ghoul?
Yes, absolutely. And then she very pointedly said she made a mistake.
All right. Well, Clive is rushing over.
oh
Help them.
boy.
He's gonna. Yeah, Clive. He's just gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
How many natural 20s are you gonna roll
Yeah.
tonight?
Clive is in his fucking element.
hopefully a lot more.
It's making up for
Okay,
all those
yeah.
runs.
2 crossbow shots come out, and this thing is pinned down to the dirt, dead.
Also gonna move Boon right here. Or no, he's gonna move right here
Okay.
and like inspect Sybil.
Sybil looks at him and she looks like she's been having a long day, but she doesn't look like a vampire.
Maria.
Okay, so she's gonna move up. I believe to here, and she's gonna.
Okay.
I don't think she can see anything though. So instead, I think she's gonna take a shot. See if she can. Yeah, she can hit that guy. She's gonna
Okay.
hit that dude. 17 and a 24.
Yep, those both hit.
A 5 and a 12.
Okay. Yeah, 2 shots go off. This thing takes it, but doesn't quite go down. You hear more churning in the walls. They're beginning to shake around you as it's clear that things are starting to come and beginning to burrow through the collapsed tunnel. Slowly,
Man, guys,
but clearly coming.
you think I should use my babble?
Bear grenade, go!
Kess, this one's gonna swing at you. 12.
No.
All right. This one's going to come up at you, Navori.
Oh
Kess
boy.
hits it.
Um, it
Oh,
has
God, I
disadvantage. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Navori, you're gonna get hit.
boy.
For 9 points of piercing damage. Kess, go ahead and make your attack as well.
No, she doesn't actually hit it. It's just disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She doesn't have Sentinel yet.
Yeah,
Minnow's the
you-
one who can hit.
Kess, you watch this ghoul sprint up on all fours and leap through the air, and you try to get in the way, but you aren't able to make it in time before this thing sinks its teeth, or sinks a tooth into Navori's arm, not quite letting go for a moment or two.
Ow.
But then
Doesn't
Navori
like it.
shakes it off.
Like, "Ew." Ow.
And now it's your turn, Kess.
Okay. So, ignoring the two ghouls in front of her right now, is there any way she can tell which way is up? Like, maybe a survival check?
You can do survival at disadvantage.
Okay. Well,
Damn.
15.
All right. Looking around, you get the general sense that going down seems to be where there's less noise coming from.
Okay.
Which, yeah, that's all you. There's less noise coming from the route going down. There's more noise, like the walls are churning a bit louder in the direction the group is currently going. Take that as you will.
I suggest that we go this way, not that way.
Got it!
Maria turns around.
And then
Just stiffly pivots.
Yep. Rotates like a spit.
Yes.
was the check like an action?
Yes.
Okay, so she's got move left and a bonus action left. So she is going to. Well, fuck these ghouls, pretty much. They can both have. They could. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah. They get opportunities. What else got?
Navori will be fine.
That's a miss. 13?
Nope.
Okay, they both miss.
She just barrels past them
Um,
and they're confused and offended.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Minnow, this one's going to come out of the darkness and come at you.
No.
15 to hit.
It does not.
Okay, cool. You parry it with your Naginata as it to leap out of the darkness at you. Knave, it's your turn.
Well, she hates it.
Cass
she's-
looks at Nave like expectantly, as though she's expecting her to ignore the ghouls and keep moving.
I mean, perhaps. She's gonna word radiance them though.
Okay.
So they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
They're very bad at these. A 10 and a
Nope.
14.
I don't think it matches. So what's that do?
That's a save.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Well, one of them takes this much radiant damage. Whole 9.
Okay. Well, that's one that Maria shot, so it goes down.
Good.
As a blinding burst of light just shines into it and blows outwards.
And she's gonna try to follow Cass. So
That's
yeah.
gonna take a swing at her. Ooh, it crit.
Oh damn.
Oh no.
Well, that's what she gets.
Actually, you know what? Where are these? Ooh. Alright, you take 13 points of slashing damage, and I need
Oh
you to
my
make a
gosh.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Me.
And Kess temporarily forgets that everyone else is squishy.
Yeah. Okay, Constitution saving throw. Let me freaking find that. I'm gonna definitely add stuff to that. So.
Alright, you're good.
4. Oh, sick.
You feel your limbs try to lock up, your muscles tighten, but the fact that you just got wrecked
Yeah.
stops you from succumbing to any kind of poison.
Okay, she's gonna keep moving though.
Okay.
Let me see, how far can she go? She can go right up to Cass. And she's gonna fucking healing word herself! Because she's fucked!
Okay.
Let's see, what level? Probably first, because she's not gonna waste that much shit on herself. 1d4 plus 3. Whole 7. Good.
Yeah. Alright,
So she's looking a little bit better, but still not great.
Sybil, your turn.
Sybil says, "Hey, ladies and dog, maybe we should fucking book it." And is gonna book it.
Okay.
So that's 30, and then to dash is like what, 60 fucking feet?
Mm-hmm. An additional 30.
Cool.
Sybil just continues to run into the dark.
Bye guys, bye guys.
Alright. Minnow, your turn.
Okay, Minnow's fast as a thing runs.
Mhm.
Seems he can swing.
Okay.
A 24
That
and
hits.
a 23.
Those both hit.
Wonderful. 5 and 11 altogether.
Okay. You swing your Naginata out and carve off an arm, but it's still standing.
Okay, well that's enough for her. They don't need arms.
Alright. You're
She's
gonna...
gonna book it. 30
Okay.
feet. Make sure she'll take that
It's gonna-
opportunity attack.
Yeah, it's gonna take a swing. And miss.
Okay, well, she gone. Oop.
Okay. Oh, Clive, sorry.
Okay. Clive is gonna head down this way. Boon is coming with him.
Hi, Clive.
Hello. Clive's gonna stop here though, and he's gonna turn around again and take a shot at that ghoul right there.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
Nice.
I'll take.
Very nice.
Give,
Jesus
give-
Christ!
give me more.
Yes.
He's
Okay.
gonna become mad with power.
Crossbow bolts fire out, and Clive, once again, your expertise against undead, just pin this one to the ground. You're leaving pin cushions of ghouls just stuck to the ground as they try and thrash but slowly perish.
Kess like nods at him approvingly.
He is
Maria.
feeling it.
So Maria
He's really
is
feeling it.
gonna follow the group down here. see. Can she see anything? No, she's just gonna. That's it. She's moved.
Okay. Cass.
All right, Cass is gonna. Well, she's gonna take up the not rear so that she can be in the lead and light the way. So 1, 2, 5, 6. No, fuck.
Oh dear.
Well, this is a
dead
closed
end?
room. It does indeed seem to be a dead. Oh, that's
That is a stove.
2 ghouls that were minding their own damn business turn when they see the light and immediately come for you, Cass.
she'll accept that. I mean, she only moved 6 feet, so can she hit them now?
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Because they were holding
Right.
their action, so yeah. They got to move up, you get to finish your action, and then they get to take
I mean,
their-
they can take their action. She'll hit them
yeah,
after they're done.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's a miss and a miss.
Good. Fuck those guys.
Okay.
You know, I thought the bridge scene would be the height in how much fear I felt this campaign for at least a long
Those both
while,
hit?
but
Which one are you hitting?
She's gonna hit the one on the left.
Okay. Ow. Okay. 2 swings of the hammer and it gets swung side to side. All right, Knave.
Okay.
And she
Well,
curses
she
under
doesn't
her
know it's
breath.
a dead end, so she comes up here and
You
she's
can call
just
things
like,
out when it's, saying things doesn't take any actions or anything, by the way. Just putting that back out there.
okay, well, she comes up here and she fucking looks around and there doesn't look like there's any way out of here, does there?
You can certainly make a perception check at... just make a perception check. Why not? You
Would
have
that be
view
your
of most of...
action?
Yes.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a secret door.
Curious as to what that big
Yeah,
metal
okay,
thing is.
well,
It
she
looks
got
like
getting
that
out
dagger.
is most important. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't do anything for secret doors, I don't think.
Yeah, but it gives you a high
Perception would allow you to see if anything catches your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, a secret door could catch your eye.
Okay, well, here we
Determines
fucking
how well
go.
you roll.
Yup.
Or it's determined on how well you roll.
A whole 17.
You look around, and this doesn't look like there's any way out of here.
Yeah. She's just like, this is a fucking dead end. Okay. Great. She sort of looks back and she's like, where you guys were going? Did it look like there's a way out?
It was real talk, Knave.
Hard to say.
Oh fuck. Well.
You have a bonus.
Yeah. Thinking about it. Thinking, she might just hold on to that for now.
Okay.
And she's gonna note back up here.
Okay. Yeah, use the rest of your movement. Alright, is that it?
Yup.
Sybil, you're up.
Sybil's gonna crowd control. She's gonna hit this one that Kess hit. Here you go. Here you go.
What was the 18 for?
That was for me hitting it.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay.
I just knew that I hit it because I'm
yeah.
just fucking good, baby!
Yeah.
And then she's
That one
gonna
goes
move
down.
up. Alright, let's back up, let's back up.
Minnow.
Hmm. I mean, she heard all that, but she's gonna wait for now and just hold ground, look into the darkness, armed because she can't see shit right now.
Okay. What are you holding your action for? Or I guess, what are you holding, and what is the trigger? Or are you just passing your turn?
I'll hold it for if something attacks her.
All right. You just gonna hit back?
Yep, hit back.
Okay. Cool. All right, Clive.
Well, hearing that this is apparently a dead, Clive is gonna turn to Boon and he's gonna, all right, buddy, time to get to work. Sniff us away out of here. And Boon's gonna sniff us away out of here.
All right.
So it'll be perception, I guess, or
Yep.
Okay. He has advantage since he's hearing or sniffing.
Sounds good.
Well, it couldn't last forever.
Yeah. Boon signals to you that the way you were going is obviously not the right way, and there's a caved-in tunnel the way you came, so...
Only one way to go.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then Clive is gonna stop here. And
Alright.
I guess that was his action to have Boon do a perception check.
Yes.
Oh, wait, is this in the wall or
You're good.
Okay.
All right, Maria.
Okay, so she is going to check and see. Oh, she's gonna shoot that boy.
All right.
Leave no prisoners. 17 and a 20.
Those both hit.
Okay. There's 21 damage.
Nice. All right, you you kill that one.
And then she's going to just pivot yet again, like a marshmallow on a spit, and head on up this way. Let's see. Back to this guy.
that ghoul's probably really confused.
Yeah. Maria's really confused.
Okay, 1 second.
Clive was just
Don't
like,
say that.
Kess probably knows what she's talking about. Oh, Kess was wrong, turning around.
Yeah. I mean, technically she was going on, oh, it sounds less dangerous this way. She was right, but it's
Yeah.
not also the way out.
Sounds less dangerous because there's nothing there. All right, so Kess, before you get to go, you guys
No.
all hear.
Oh, good.
Jesus!
Don't like that.
Is that the cleric?
Did we
beat?
just fucking
a
run into a
loud
banshee?
screeching as something bursts forth from the caved-in tunnel behind you.
Oh
No.
dear.
Incredibly loud noise as large feet seemingly push the rocks out of the way.
I can't even see that bitch. Ooh.
Kess, it's your turn.
Can Clive's passive perception make out anything in the darkness?
Hang on.
What is your passive perception?
That's pretty high. It's where'd it go? 16.
It's got more than 4 legs.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
Oh, stop!
Love that.
Stop! Is it a Wemmick? An undead Wemmick?
Fuck!
Fucking God.
Technically, a Wemmick has 4 legs. It just has
Right.
2 arms.
Good point.
What do you
Good
count the
point.
links for?
It's a Wemmick leaning forward.
Oh.
Help.
What's behind door number 1?
Oh my god.
Oh.
No.
What the fuck is that?
What is it? I hate it.
Oh.
Kess,
Oh, I know what
You
those are.
That looks fun. Cass is
What
I
is
mean,
that?
she's
Fucking
excited.
you
Necro
see
Naga?
something that looks like it's a mix between a centipede and a snake made out of
Oh.
skeletons and loose bones.
Maria just sighs
Giant
deeply.
Skull
This fucking
opens up its mouth.
Castlevania ass motherfucker.
We're not ready for this boss fight, bitches.
So just putting it out
Oh,
there.
having fun.
She looks at it. She Valve enemies it.
Okay.
Is this like a meet cute scenario? They find each other, she marks him.
Yeah.
You know, they date, then he dies.
What did we determine your mark was?
I don't really know.
You know what?
Lightning bolt, maybe feather.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
lightning bolt works.
Yeah. All right. She does that, and then she
Actually, yeah, lightning bolt works.
she. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all, folks.
All right. Knave, it's your turn.
Well, she fucking sees that and she hates it. um, she hates it so much that what?
I'm having fun.
I don't like that.
She hates
I wish
it
you
so
weren't.
much she leaves this plane. She is.
Knave has ascended.
Phases out of the ground.
She doesn't know what she's doing, but she really hates it that much. So she's gonna use her thing.
Mario's just like, God, I wish that was me.
Yeah, technically she's using Blink.
Oh.
Yup. So
Wait. It's less a concentration spell.
Yes.
this isn't. I don't think
Blink
this
is concentration.
No, it's not. It's not concentration.
Blink is not concentration.
No.
Seriously?
Blink is not. Yeah. Blink isn't concentration. Okay.
Yeah,
alright,
no,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not.
happening. So.
What a spell was.
Granted, it's the third level, so yeah. All right, so
Yeah. Let's see.
roll
I
your
mean,
d20.
She's gonna move forward, but she may or may not just leave the plane temporarily.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's see. This doesn't have any like additional
Nope,
spell stuff.
just a
Okay.
plain d20.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yep.
Well,
She comes
you
up
guys
here,
see-
and as she's coming up here, she just kind of blips out of
Yeah,
it.
just
Oh.
She
Um,
doesn't know what's happening. No one else probably knows what's happening. It's fine.
okay. Cool. Maria, this ghoul is gonna come down at you and come for you.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's gonna be a hit. That's 18.
Yep.
All right. You take 7 points of piercing damage as it leaps forward and sinks its teeth into you. You shake it off pretty quickly, though.
Oh, jeez.
Sybil, now it's your turn.
Sybil wishes she could Naruto run the fuck away, but she can't. So she's just gonna... She's not even running at this point. She's just kind of ambling over, taking a look at the centipede, and is just like, I don't... Do we want to deal with that? And then she's just gonna hit the ghoul that tried to hit Mario.
All right.
Just like barely paying
Yeah.
attention to these things.
That hits. All right. Well, that was already weak, so
Good.
zap.
Offhand.
You drop
Sybil's
it.
just out here doing damage control.
She's the bug zapper.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think we have the skill set for this.
Minnow.
No, we should see to a way forward. Let's keep going.
Whoops.
But while she's saying that, she's gonna run forward and
We should keep going. Goes to attack the thing.
she actually is gonna go attack the thing and trying to kill.
Did you guys learn nothing from My Hero Academia?
No, She's a hero. She's here to save everyone. So she's gonna run forward and take a hit at it.
All right.
Oh dear.
Yep. 24.
That's a hit.
And a
That's a
9.
miss.
I mean, I don't know if bless would help, but
I know it like doesn't even matter if Navori's not.
Huh.
Does it matter if Navori's not even here?
no, it works.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
it's a buff on them. It doesn't have anything to do with memory.
Well, she has to maintain concentration on it, but
Yeah, but
Okay.
she is.
Oh,
yeah,
Well,
You're in her thoughts and prayers.
that still misses.
okay.
Shit.
Well, she's gonna hold 4 damage to the scary skeleton.
Okay. You swing out and yeah, you catch one of its legs and the leg kind of twitches. Yeah. Clive.
Does it sound like there's still like a fucking torrent of ghouls coming in behind this thing?
Yeah, we'll say that's easy to tell. Yeah. Big
Look, I'd be all for fighting the big scary skeleton centipede normally, but we really don't have time to stick around. I say we hightail it while we can. And he's gonna come up here.
All right. Your light catches the milky eyes of another ghoul. This one rooting around the corpse of the one that's over here.
Well,
Just
Clive's
digging
g-
in and eating.
Jesus.
Well, Clive's gonna shoot.
All right. First one hits, second misses. No, they both hit. Sorry. Cool. All right. That catches its attention. The 2 crossbow bolts now sticking out of it. It looks up, staggering back and hissing at you. Maria.
Okay.
Just like the people's eyebrow.
She's looking at the centipede thing, and she's looking at the ghouls, and she's looking at the centipede thing. She's very confused. I think we should keep moving, but she is gonna shoot the skeleton thing.
Okay. Miss and a hit.
Okay. 7.
All right, cool. The bullet goes out and it embeds itself in the bone.
And then she's gonna move forwards. Right here.
Okay. It is the skeleton centipede's turn. And
Yikes.
Kess, it's gonna rear its head back and try to come down on you. 18 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
No, I said Kess.
Oh, sorry.
From all the way over there?
Oh, wait, yes, sorry.
She's
Yeah,
not a
wow.
minute yet. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, and Minnow, you get to take your opportunity attack.
Oh, she's gonna, and oh my god, there's goodness to that. She's gonna try to take that opportunity attack. Rolls be kind to me. 9.
You try, and your Naginata bounces off of the hard bone. And Kess, 18 to hit?
Yeah.
Alright. Where are they?
Hate
There they are.
this.
I love it.
You take 8 points of piercing damage plus 7 points of poison damage
Oof.
as its
Ooh.
massive teeth sink into you, and you feel this just pulse of lethargy briefly just pulse through you.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yep. Now it's your turn.
Ah, good. She Hunter's marks it as a bonus action.
Oh.
Let's say that, you know what, the feather can be, no, that's got to be flying.
Does it though?
Yeah, that's your hunter's mark. That's right. Here's the cross swords.
Aha, yes, that's right. And And then she's gonna attempt to smite the fuck out of it
Okay.
with a second level spell.
All right. Roll the hit.
Okay. Hang on. I gotta read my things too.
Now I remember what these things are called.
What?
Skeleton thingies.
Oh, yeah.
Skull Reaper.
Alright, she's got advantage on this.
Okay. Hit. Hit.
Okay, well. She's got advantage, so I won't roll 4 times for. Well,
By all means, you
Actually-
can crit.
okay, no crits.
Okay, yeah. They hit, though. Oh. Nice. It's,
Oh, wait, smiting. I smote it. Hang on.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's your smite damage?
Plus 3d8. Okay, and it's radiant damage.
Okay.
What's the +5?
My weapon damage.
Oh, okay.
She's strong.
Yeah, it'd be
Plus that, radiant.
nice.
Jeebus.
Okay. Yeah, you guys see Cass just wail on this thing, and on the second hit, her hammer erupts into a purple-black flame, and she brings it down, and the flame spreads across the thing's body, and it lets out that horrible screech. You know what? We're gonna use that again. Why not? It just screeches again, rearing back. Knave, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
I
Well,
believe you
she's kind of
blip
like
back.
she's sort of weirding out because everything's weird, but she can still see and hear people. So she's like, "What the fuck?" She appears right here, which wasn't
Mhm.
where she sort of vanished. She's like, but she knows what happened, so she's gonna first. She comes up here, and she's gonna cure wounds on Cass.
Cass doesn't protest this time.
Yeah.
Mostly because she
Third
doesn't
level.
have time.
Let's see. So 3d8 plus 3. Doo doo. Damn.
Hell yeah!
Nice.
And she, as a bonus action, is gonna cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level.
What is your spiritual weapon?
You know, this time, I don't know if this. Would she be able to make like a bladed shield? Is that a thing?
Yeah, why not? It can literally be whatever you want.
If
Okay.
Goofy can use the shield to attack in Kingdom Hearts, then so can me.
I mean, aren't,
Yeah.
aren't
Well,
spike
then.
shields a thing?
Yeah.
Alright, sure. Well, that's what it is.
Where is it?
She's making it on the skeleton guy, or around the skeleton guy.
Yeah, ping me a spot.
I can't see the squares. I don't know, somewhere, like,
Okay.
wherever there's a square.
This is what it is.
Okay.
Because I don't have a better token for it.
That's fine.
Alright.
And, it's gonna attack as Navari gets the
Wait.
fuck out.
Wait. No, you cannot cast spiritual weapon. You can only
Really?
cast one spell per turn.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it's a bonus action. I thought.
Yeah, you can only cast one spell per turn unless one is a cantrip.
Oh,
What?
okay. I did not know
Yeah.
that.
That's one of those official rules that I kept forgetting. You can cast a cantrip and a spell slot spell on the same turn, but you cannot cast like a first level and a first level.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yes, there's a feat you can take at like level 8 that lets you do that.
What is it though?
It's like spell driver or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sure. Then
can
I guess she's
double-check
not
on that.
gonna do that. That's. Well, I guess she was using cantrips a lot. I was gonna say she's used healing word a lot as a bonus action, but. Okay, well,
Yeah.
healing's more important, so she's gonna. Let's see, how far. Oh, yeah, she didn't technically move that much at all. So she's just gonna go up there, and then she's maybe gonna phase out of existence again.
Yeah. This rule is a spellcaster with a bonus action, especially swift. You must use a bonus action on your turn to cast a spell. Da da da. You cannot cast another spell during the same turn except for a cantrip with a casting time of 1 action.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Alright. Well, good to know. And she's gone.
Okay. Yeah, and they've already blips back.
She appeared and was gone.
Yeah, that big healing was worth it though.
Yeah.
Okay. Sybil.
Sybil's gonna move over here and she's gonna say, "Hey guys, I just feel like a synergy's off, you know? Like we're saying one thing and doing another." And then she's gonna hit that ghoul that's at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
So 14.
That hits.
Cool. 13.
Okay, cool. That ghoul withers and dies. And you guys hear in the walls around you the sound of things like burrowing through. They're not bursting out of the wall right now, but you can see that the wall is bulging where things are starting to move. Minnow.
Okay. Yeah, so she's gonna disengage and turn around to get next to Cass. And, she's going to cast Gust of Wind
Okay.
down the tunnel. I'm not sure, like, it's weird for Triton. There's, like, nothing about what I need to roll for that. Just,
Let's see. Gust of Wind. It is just they have to make a strength saving throw.
or
It's
be pushed
probably
back.
what is the DC? Let me see if I can check yours.
Yeah, there's, like, nothing on her thing, just that she can do it.
It might just be DC
Oh,
10.
never mind. The same as 11.
Okay. Let me see. Down into the hole where the
like-
thing came from?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
the intent is just to make a wind tunnel and keep things at bay.
Okay. You see, well, you don't see anything. You hear the sound of at least 2 bodies being pushed away. Yeah.
Okay, that goes for 1 minute.
Alright. Is that it?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for now.
Alright. Clive, you're up.
So wait, what did that do?
It creates a line of strong winds 10 feet, blast from you in a direction. Duration. Each creature that starts its turn in line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed back 15 feet away from me, following the line.
Oh, wait, so I need to do a strength saving throw?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
no,
She
no,
did
no.
it. She did it down the
It was
tunnel
this-
you guys came out of to kind of create a wind
Oh.
plug.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Well, Clive's not gonna go any farther with the 2 idiots fighting the goddamn sea. Clive's gonna hunter's mark it.
Okay. This thing is just hunted. There you go.
And he's gonna shoot.
All right. Hit and a miss. Nope, that's not it. Okay, cool. All right. Crossbow bolts go out, and it pierces the bones with this loud cracking noise, hitting spots that are still flickering with purple black flames. the thing leans down a little bit like it's having trouble keeping itself upright. Maria.
Okay, shooties. One of these will be special if it hits. 16 and 17?
I believe you have to call if it is a special shot.
Oh, the first one was going to be the special one.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
They both hit.
So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw at DC 13.
19.
Okay. So it will take 17 weapon damage and then 2d6. Another 4.
All right. Bullets crack out and pierce the thing's skull, and the skull crumbles, dead.
Yay.
Again.
Re-dead.
Yeah, re-dead.
And she
Sick.
says, "Alright, now let's move."
Mama Maria done with this.
She doesn't like being in tunnels with things chasing her party. I wonder why.
Yeah. Jesus, Kessa's smite. All right, Kess, it's your turn.
I'm
That's what
not
happens when
sorry,
you
Mac.
stick a paladin on an undead.
No,
enemy.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm having fun. That's. I'm having fun. Sounds like y'all are having
Oh,
fun. I'm a
yeah.
happy camper. I don't care if you kill my monsters.
Kess delays her action to move after Minnow.
Oh my
I'm not having
god.
fun.
Okay.
I'm having Ajita and losing 5 years off my life.
Maria, or not Maria, Minnow and Kess would be those people standing at a door, like arguing over who holds it for the other.
Yeah, they're Canadians.
No, you.
No, you go first. No, you.
Alright.
Go ahead.
You go first. No, I insist. You go first.
Knave, it's your turn.
Oh my gosh. Okay. She's not gonna fucking wait. Well, first of all, she's gonna appear. Can she appear where the dead body is? I'm just asking out of character. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Because if not, she's gonna not there. But if she can, can she be there?
No,
No.
you cannot stop atop an enemy or atop.
Okay.
Oh no, you
Once
can stop
it's- yeah,
atop a
once it's
dead body.
close,
I don't.
yeah.
A dead body. I don't care.
Okay, wait. Where was she before? Shit.
She
Think-
was
She was
like
beside
right
Boon.
here.
Want her to.
Okay. Then she appears sort of around the dead body, and she's like, yeah. Well, she's gonna keep going.
Okay.
Let's see, how far can she go? All right. She go.
All
She
right.
can see, so she's just like, all right, there's nothing over here that I can see right now. It's fine. And let's see. She's gonna. Now she's gonna cast spiritual weapon. Only
Okay.
She's gonna do it sort of in front of her.
First, I lose the fucking icon. There it is. No, there it is. Where? Ping a square.
She can't see too far. She's gonna maybe like around there-ish.
Okay.
Because she
Right there.
figures she's gonna run faster than it's gonna keep up, so.
Okay. Yeah, you have control, so you can move it now.
Alright.
All right. Is that it?
Yes.
Sybil.
Alright, Sybil's gonna look disdainfully at both Kess and Minnow. And just be like, hey, that was a
Alright,
really
sorry.
cool thing. You guys fucking coming? And she's gonna
Nivori's gone
just
again.
run.
I forgot, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Nivori's gone again.
Oh, Sybil is running and she almost fucking crashes into Nave and goes to stop short, but then Nave vanishes and she's like, oh my god, I can't deal with this today.
All right. Well, one will burst its way through.
Oh boy.
Minnow, your turn. The wind tunnel is obviously keeping some things back as you begin to hear the sounds of a struggle after this one ghoul has pushed its way back through.
Okay. She seems mildly surprised that it's holding up. But, she's gonna give Cass a nod, and there's like that expectant, like, No, you. No, you. But, like, after a little shimmy of her shoulders, she just kind of gives way to, like, this silence, I'm sure, and is just going to skirt around, but keep an eye on the ghouls on her way over to
Alright.
catch up with the group.
Kess.
All right, Kess is gonna follow Minnow, assuming that she's like dashing. Is she dashing? She should dash.
Oh no, she's just gonna hang out with
She
the rest
should
and keep up the keep up the rear with her buddy.
Well,
No one's in front, but you know it's fine.
She can't take that
Devori can
initiative.
deal with it.
It's fine. Can't
Cass-
catch what you can't see.
you know what? Kess gives Minnow a look as she hangs near the rear, and she continues on up here.
That's
Sweet.
comforting because Sybil can't take a fucking hit.
Okay, Clive, your turn.
Okay, well, Clive is gonna continue on down the way. And that is as far down the way as he can go without dashing.
Okay.
So, he's gonna. Does it sound? I guess he can do a perception check to see if it sounds like there's anything in front of them.
Yeah, go ahead. Is that what the 9 is?
Yeah. That's what the 9 is.
You are very distracted by the noises coming from behind you. So that's something.
There's a lot of echoes going on. It's fine.
Yeah. Maria.
Okay, she's gonna move up, but not too far. She doesn't want Minnow to be alone in the dark for very long.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. Nave.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, Navari's still fucking running. She doesn't give a shit. I guess, let's see. First, she appears over here. Just poof. And she's like, okay, yeah, I'm fucking going. And when... Okay, yeah, she comes over here. And, let's see, how far is the... Do-do-do. She's looking out for... She remembers before that there were traps, so she's paying attention. When she gets to this little area right here, but she's still going. So she's over there. Can she use her action to tell if anything's in front of her? Like perception?
Yeah, you can make a perception check to look deeper.
Sick. A whole 20.
You see nothing but an empty tunnel ahead of you.
Okay. She's like, it looks like nothing's up here for now. She's gonna, as a bonus action, she's gonna move her thingy. Let's see, it's gonna come up here. And then she may or may not phase out of existence. Nope, she stays.
Yeah.
For a change.
Let's see. There is more screaming coming from behind you. As more ghouls begin to make an advance. But it's Minnow's turn, or it's Sybil's turn.
Sybil decided that she ain't got time for you bitches not dashing, and she's gonna show you how it's done. So that's 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just run
40
into the
feet
darkness,
straight into
Sybil.
darkness.
There's
Okay.
a rock there, by the way.
That's fine, she's right next to Nate.
I mean, there's a rock right next
Yeah,
to
she catches herself against the rock and sees Nave and is like, "Oh, you're here again!"
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what's going on.
Minnow.
Real cramped.
Mostly use that one in the wall there, but she's just gonna remain guarded, but keep, like, not
Okay.
exactly use her full dash, but at least keep up with the group, but still stay in the back.
Minnow, please.
No.
No.
Not a
All right. Cass.
All right. Guess it's also gonna go. Right there.
Kess is
Alright.
channeling that energy that she had when she left us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're on to Clive.
All right, well, Clive's gonna keep going. He's gonna dash.
Does it look like Minnow could
Pass.
carry a torch? Or is she, like, two-handed on that Naginata?
She's two-handed, but she wouldn't be
Boon is-
opposed.
Okay.
Spoon's a little ways behind. That's fine.
Okay. Well, it's Maria's turn.
So she is gonna dash down there, but can she use a bonus action to give Minnow a child?
Yeah, sure.
That sounds really weird. I'm sorry.
What's his name?
She's gonna
Oh.
stop long enough to light a torch and hand it over to her and say, "That's Etienne. Take care of him," and then run down the hall.
A what?
Wait, what was his name?
Etienne.
Okay.
Oops, that's Boon.
So now, yay, Minnow can
Yeah.
see.
Oh my god.
Okay. I need everyone to go ahead and make athletics checks for me.
Oh
Yay.
my god, it's always
Bowling.
athletics.
Oh. Jock power,
Thanks.
jock power.
Show power.
Let's-
Jocks,
Oh,
jocks,
yeah.
jocks! One!
Fuck!
Oh no!
Jesus.
How did we both get
Oh
This is horrible.
You
Jack
cry.
just plowed right into the back of Sybil. That's what happened.
Sybil, no,
Mario
Sybil
has
tripped and
17.
Sybil
Mario
tripped
fell
and
over her.
yeah, they
To
both
be
just
fair,
face plant.
Sybil's
Okay,
already against a rock.
So,
Uncomfortable.
Minnow, Sybil, and Mario, you each take 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Ooh.
as while you guys run, you trip over each other, kind of bumping into one another, and you also take... Sybil, you take 2 points of slashing damage. Minnow, you take 4. Mario, you take 5. As you're running, ghouls begin to climb out of the walls, but they don't quite get all the way out before you move past them, but they do manage to grab at you,
Okay.
leaving
Um,
score
you-
marks in your body.
Okay, you said a lot of words. I'm very anxious and bad at math. How much is that total?
7 for you.
Okay, thank you.
If anyone's looking real bad, Navori is probably gonna heal him.
Well, that was my way of saying we move on.
Into complete darkness. Oh, were
Oh,
these
this
blood
doesn't
stains
look
here
good.
before?
I like this
Look at
last.
all that
Oh.
blood.
This is
So-
fine.
I don't think this is the way they went before, guys.
Nope.
It's fine.
You
There was
guys
not.
have been sprinting and running for about 2 to 3 minutes now, leaving the tunnel behind you and leaving the sound of roaring monsters that suddenly just stop.
Ooh.
It's like they're cut off, and then you hear the noises of things turning around and leaving.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
as
don't
you
like that.
stop in this area, you look around and there are blood stains, obvious, fresh almost, on the floor. The light around you grows a little bit brighter from each of you.
Well, that's a good sign.
I don't like it.
All right, Cass is gonna go first. Is it still initiative order?
Yes.
Well,
Actually, no, we're fine. Yeah,
All right.
just you can only go your movement speed, but you can just kind of go in whatever order you like.
okay. Cass is gonna move into the room.
All right.
Sybil is gonna kneel down. She's gonna put 2 fingers into the blood, and then she's gonna say, Somebody got fucked up. Detective
Yeah.
Sybil on the case.
How about we just keep going?
Oh, yeah.
Does it sound? Is it just like eerily silent in here?
Yeah, it's just dead silent.
Can Clive do a check to see how old the blood looks? Like how?
Yeah, give me a survival check.
It's
And
my
then
survival bonus.
I need everyone to stop.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Oh
I don't
boy.
like
I need you to stop.
Yeah, Clive, you bend down, and it doesn't take much for someone of your talents to figure out that this is fairly fresh.
Like dead
Um,
within a day, or
Yeah, it's probably within a day or two, so it's not like just now, but it's fresher than you'd like. And it's now that, as Kess steps forward, you guys catch a glimpse of what looks to be a humanoid figure standing perfectly still, a blank white face, porcelain-like almost, just watching you curiously, the head tilting from side to side. Not moving more than just clearly watching you.
Uh, is there like
the
a
faded
check to
question:
see this better? Like,
is it a vampire?
You can make a
If
perception
Clive
check.
looks at this thing with his special eyes, is he gonna see
Yeah.
a vampire?
Navori
Actually,
wants
yeah.
to see this
Make
too.
make a perception check, Clive. You get advantage since you're trying to determine if it is your prey.
Damn.
Oh my fucking god.
Clive. And Navori both. Navori, you've never seen something like this, Clive. It's not a vampire. In fact, what you're looking at, as you take a moment, is it is a still white mask
Oh boy.
set into a dark robe to the point where you can't see anything other than this white mask set within a dark colored robe, just slowly tilting, watching you curiously.
Alright, that's fucking creepy.
Well,
Sybil's
Doesn't
gonna...
like it.
Clive's got a crossbow trained on it just in case.
Sybil's gonna mosey on up, and she's just gonna wave and see if it waves back.
Its attention slowly drifts towards you. And just locks eyes with you for a second before looking back at everybody else.
Kess is gonna mentally answer her own question, and she's gonna detect fucking undead.
Okay. No. This isn't dead.
Huh. Is it a fiend?
No.
Huh.
Can you detect evil?
No, they don't have detect evil anymore. They
What?
only have they have detect undead, fiend, or celestial. That's it.
That's lame.
Well, everybody is silent, but Sybil's not good at that, so she's just gonna say, "Hey, buddy, are you good?"
It just continues watching you.
Can
Not
we,
moving much. Make a perception check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, where's this?
17.
Okay. You see something slither out from one of the sleeves of its robe, hitting the
Oh.
ground. You can't see what it is, though.
Oh, I bet I know what this is.
Fuck, I know what this is too.
Oh dear.
Sybil says, "Hey, we just want to get gone from here. Do you think we can just leave in peace?"
It doesn't respond, but something else slithers out of its sleeve, hitting the ground with a wet slap.
What are these things?
You can make a perception check.
Here we
I
go.
would also like to take a perception check.
Yeah? You can
22.
make one too.
Kess is mostly just gearing up to smite it, because...
Navori, there are small worms coming out of its,
Oh god.
hitting the ground and writhing, and you see them start to just slowly wriggle across the ground at you.
Navari kind of leans into the others and whispers, like, that thing looks like it's made of worms. Those are worms coming out of its, like, fucking sleeve. What the fuck?
That's gross.
So
I think this is not good.
Kess hears Navori whispering. And,
Guys, maybe we should just fucking leave.
Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm pretty sure at least 3 of my ribs are broken. I'm not fucking feeling it today.
Very slowly inching over this way.
Sure. Kess is gonna wait right where she is so she has her eyes on it while the rest of them find a way out of this room.
Sybil's gonna, Sybil's gonna just start talking. Sybil's just gonna start talking. That way someone with a light source can search for a way out. And she says, hey, buddy, you have a name? What are you doing down here?
Navari kind of looks back at the others and she's gesturing a lot, like, come over here, come this way.
Oh, yeah, Clive sees that they found some kind of tunnel and starts heading that way.
Sybil's gonna just kind of sidestep in front of Kaz, sidestep.
It doesn't look like it's aggressive. Not right now. It's just watching with worms slowly
Alright,
ripping
well,
at
me
it.
and my friends are just gonna go, isn't that right, friends? She says as she looks to Kess and Minnow.
As you start to leave, you hear Quenzerchin in this just soft, whispering voice.
What did it say?
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
It said Quenzerchin.
Okay.
Fuck is that?
It is not a language any of you speak.
Cool.
I bet I know what language that is.
Sybil just kind of laughs nervously and keeps fucking walking and stares pointedly at Nave and Kess. I mean, not Nave and Kess, Minnow and Kess, like she's at the end of her rope.
Minnow turning after Cass.
Maria's
She looks
tapping
like-
her foot.
She looks like a mom at Disneyland who's been pushed to the very edge of her patience and went through all of her mini wines and is about to have a fucking fit because she can't find her Xanax.
Minnow
Like,
not
that's the
even-
energy that she's channeling.
Woo. That feels real.
As you guys start to leave, after this thing has spoken and you clearly don't understand it, it just suddenly, the robes just flutter to the ground and just hundreds of worms hit the ground and start slithering away from you. Over on the floor, you see something glowing, a bright
Sybil can't
orange
see
light.
that.
It's like on the floor
Where on the floor?
where it
Alright.
was standing.
Alright,
Oh.
alright. Kess goes.
Oh
Because
my
she's
god.
like, internally, she's like, God fucking damn it. If it's something important, then she can't leave it.
Okay. You find glowing runes
Oh dear.
in the ground,
Right.
and this is what they look like.
It's fine.
Like on the ground or like.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me think of like
Oh.
a message spell.
Navari kind of comes back and is like, what the fuck, Cass? What the fuck?
Hey, buddy, are you fucking
Yes.
good?
Give her a moment.
Kess writes it down.
Okay.
Guess
Make
what is
make a performance check.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah,
First.
you managed to copy it down. And about 30 seconds after you finish copying it, it fades away.
Navari's like, what the fuck was that?
I don't.
Can we get out of
She
here
just-
now?
She just waves
Please.
Navori forward.
Can we please go? Thank you. Navari, I don't like it. We're leaving.
I'm so curious what language it was.
All right, so you guys head down that path. There is no sound of monsters behind you now, but it's no longer that deathly silent after that creature left.
Mm.
It's you hear the sound of running water somewhere down here, and your breath echoes through the large caverns you found yourselves in. There is the occasional sound of something moving around, but nothing comes out at you. You guys just continue moving somewhat aimlessly now that you've entered into a larger cavernous area. What are you doing?
Sybil says,
Going.
if we don't stop to rest at some point, we are going to factually fucking die. I don't know if here is the time or the place, but, you know, it's just food for thought. Yeah.
Well, we might not
Yeah.
have much of a choice.
I've no idea where we are. I have no idea where we're gonna end up. And right now it seems quiet, so we could like sit for a little
No.
while, maybe. No, okay, let's keep going.
Do you want to have Boon try sniffing for up again?
Yes.
Yeah, might be a good idea. Clive looks over at Boone, expecting.
All right. Roll perception with advantage.
Hey.
Nice. Boone spends about 15-20 seconds sniffing around before Clive, you know his body language. He has caught the scent of something that he is eager to go towards.
Well, Clive's gonna start following him.
All right. With it clear that he has permission to lead, Boone does lead. Do you guys just all follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're going, the board is
Cautiously.
kind of looking around too. Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Anything weird?
make a perception check.
21.
Okay. I mean, weird is subjective, but in this
Yeah.
case, you see nothing that you would consider anything you need to worry about at this exact moment.
Okay, that's good enough.
Eventually, though, you do come to wooden structures, leaned up and kind of sticking out of the walls, barricade of sorts. And beyond that, you step forward and you all feel this kind of pulse through you. And before you, you see a larger opening, kind of like the bowl of a valley sits before you. And deep nestled in, you see the glowing light of buildings.
Huh.
Small little things. It's nothing impressively big.
We're not still underground though, right?
You are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This must be one
It's-
of those settlements that survived.
That's what I was thinking, or it's something horrible, but let's keep optimistic.
Well, can't be much horrible than anything else we've seen today.
I wouldn't say that. There's always worse.
What did Cass sense from that like pulse? Could you roll a check?
You can roll an arcana.
Are you gonna say Arcana?
Yeah.
Maria's gonna do that too.
Okay.
Since she also has spider senses I keep forgetting to use.
Kess, it was clearly magical. Maria, you passed through some kind of abjuration spell.
Well, somebody's keeping the creepy crawlies out.
Hmm.
Good, I think. Unless. Hopefully good.
It let us through.
Yeah.
There is a path leading down into this. What's basically, yeah, it's like a valley, but still within a cave. And looking up, the cave goes upwards until it vanishes into the darkness. This is a very large, more open area, but it's still underground.
Guys, I'm sticky and I smell like spare change. I'm gonna go find a place to shower or I'm gonna fucking die. That's just it. And then she just keeps walking towards the city.
Okay.
Guess keeps up with her because
Well, the shower might be a bit much to wish for here, but guess we'll find out.
I'll
That
take
was
a mud
loud.
bath.
A bowl with a rag, I don't give a damn.
As you head closer, you notice that this is definitely more of a village or a town. It's not very large, but you're able to head close, and at first it looks like it's almost abandoned, save for the flickering lights that show that there are things down here. And as you get closer and just about at the edge, you begin to hear the sound of people moving around. Voices hushed, but voices nonetheless. And there is a small gateway, but it's not manned, and there's a pretty small wall built around this little village. Almost like it's an afterthought. You guys just head on in onto the street.
Yep, sure do.
Yeah,
Alright.
Sybil's gonna just like unbutton the front of her vest a little bit and let her hair loose and try to
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
disguise
what does
self.
that even mean?
Yeah, disguise herself a little sexier.
Oh
That
my
way she
God.
doesn't look like a vampire because she probably looks like what the cat dragged in if she's not, gussying up.
Okay.
She doesn't want to instill too much distrust.
Well, it doesn't seem like it changes anything as far as you're aware, because as you step in, there are people, and they look haggard and poor, and they look at you guys and look away, but then quickly do a double take and shy away from you.
Oh no, now
Mothers
she's too
pulling their
sexy.
children off to the side, hiding their eyes from you as you guys just wander into this small village. People are by and large ignoring you, or they look afraid of you, even. You
Cass can work with fear.
You wander in a bit more, stepping on streets that seem like they're half-assed attempts at being cobbled. It's like they ran out of materials at some point. The buildings that you're walking between are made out of mixtures of stone and wood, cobbled together almost. This town looks like it has seen far better days, or perhaps it never did.
You think
You keep
places
going
like
and
this even gotten in?
What's in the, like, are there people buying shit from markets?
no.
Okay.
You keep walking until you come to a fountain. Or it looks like it's supposed to be a fountain. There's no water running in it. And it's about this point that you do notice that there is the smell of baked bread. And you hear the distant bleating of livestock, of goats, and the cluck of chickens. It's not very lively, but it's definitely the sound of something being alive down here other than people. And finally, a younger gentleman wearing a ragged shirt that looks like it was once white but has since been torn up and is gray. And he's about medium height with black hair that's peppered through with gray. He looks at you with a gaunt expression and just looks like he wants to say something but doesn't know what, but he looks confused.
I guess looks at him.
Yeah, Nahori looks at him too.
Civil waves.
Yes.
Take it you don't get visitors too often, huh?
Who are you people?
Well, we heard that someone theoretically in this area requested help
From the Adventurers
outside.
Guild.
We're
Yes.
from out
Yeah.
of town.
He just looks even more confused. And how did you get here?
With a lot of
You're in
hard shit.
trouble.
It was kind of a pleasant walk, really, except for the angry torrent of undead, flesh-eating monsters.
That
Yeah,
were
it's
avoidable,
One
frankly.
very invigorating.
Did the Lord send for you? He's
It depends
he's
on
not
who the Lord is.
our. He wouldn't have sent for. No, he wouldn't have sent for people.
Well, someone sent the letter from here, supposedly.
This realm, perhaps not here.
Yeah, I mean, Rem's pretty big.
It's you.
There any other settlements like this? Or is this
you
the
should-
last one?
You should. Let me take you to John. John will know what to do with you. And he turns and just sort of starts shuffling, like moving much quicker than a shuffle would take energy he doesn't have.
Ominous. Sybil follows up behind.
Navori doesn't seem like she thinks this is too weird, necessarily.
Sybil's like, so, does this place have a name? She says, trying to make conversation.
Stone Cross.
Stone
This is
Cross.
Stone Cross.
Do you have a name?
Brennan. It's my name.
Brennan. Sybil holds out her hand. It's a little bloody. She pulls it back. She wipes it off on her pants. I'm Sybil.
He just looks at it like he's not sure what to do with it.
Do you not
And then
have
turns
handshakes
away and
yet?
keeps walking, and you need to speak with John. John will know.
Yeah, alright.
He leads you guys to a moderately sized building. It doesn't look like it's any worse or better than any of the other houses here. But he lifts his hand and knocks on the door. There's a solid sound, and a moment passes in silence, and the guy is keeping his head ducked, not looking back at you, before the door cracks open, and you see middle-aged gentleman peek its head out, a thick bushy beard with a shaved head. What is it, Brennan? Brennan just looks at him and, I've visitors? And this man just looks out at you guys and squints a little bit and,
Howdy.
Navori kind of vaguely waves.
Sybil kind of tries to subtly pose. Like when you're trying to pretend that you don't know your photo's getting taken.
Oh my god, Sybil.
the
Can't
man
just address her grip on her hammer.
the man
She hasn't
steps out
achieved
of
that
his
yet.
man steps out of his house, and he is significantly of larger build than Brennan, and he has armor on. It doesn't look great, but it's leather armor that looks like it has some modicum of upkeep, and he's got a sword strapped to his hip, and he's resting one hand on the pommel of the sword. And Brennan, you can take your leave. I'll take it from here. Brennan just nods, his head still low, before shuffling off. And I'm John. Pleasure to meet you all.
Name's
Nice to
Clive.
meet you.
Sybil.
At that, the gentleman looks up at you and squints at you, Clive, in particular. No.
Squints back. No, what?
Are you the Royce boy?
I am. How'd you know that name?
Oh, you wouldn't know me, would you, huh? We practically grew up together, Clive. And John steps forward and offers his hand to you.
Clive just squints at him, really confused.
Sybil looks at Nave.
Does,
Yeah,
does
Navori
Clive
looks at Sybil.
does Clive recognize him?
Yes, you do actually. John, now that he's a bit closer to you, you recognize him despite the thick beard that he's currently sporting. He always had a large frame, probably a bit more robust when you saw him last. He was one of the hunters in your village.
Uh-huh. Was he, as far as Clive knows, was he still living in the
No.
village? Okay. So he had left before everything went to shit.
Oh, no. Sorry. He, as far as Clive would think, was killed.
Oh. Clive just, like, he looks at him like he can't quite believe that he's there, and he finally speaks up and he says, How the hell are you alive?
Y'all should come in first. I don't like to talk about it around the others there. Bit of a jumpy folk. And he steps out of the way and motions to the inside of his home. At a glance, you can see that it is warmly lit, and there is a fire going inside. And there's furniture in there. It looks like a normal home, just at a glance.
I mean, if Clive goes in, Murray's gonna follow. He
Yeah.
kind of raises
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
eyebrows at
Sybil's
Clive's-
going on in.
Clive's going. He's got questions that he wants answered.
Sybil gets closer to Nave and is like, "Do you think he's like a celebrity or something?"
Does Clive remember burying him? Because he buried just about every corpse he found in the village.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Do you guys all
Don't play
go
with
in?
it.
Minnow and Kess?
Yep.
Mario?
Yep.
Kess?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you guys are in, he peeks his head out, looking around clearly before gently shutting the door behind him. And, right, to answer your question, Clive. Lord Harkin didn't kill everybody. Some of us were taken.
Just how many of you were taken?
About 6 of us total.
You wouldn't happen to know who else, would you?
Some of them not made it. It's only been a few months.
Few months.
Yeah.
He burned our home to the ground over a year ago.
Yeah, it's not surprising. Things are a bit weird, it seems.
Clive just like rubs his eye. So he's here?
Yeah, he keeps this village safe.
Harkin does.
Yeah, he does.
Murray's squinting real hard, and she's making that motion with her lips, like what? But she's not
Keeping
saying anything.
Keeping y'all safe or keeping y'all prisoner?
Not much of a difference these days. I go out scouting sometimes, trying to see if there's any way out of this, and... well, judging from the looks of y'all, you know exactly what's out there.
Well, to be honest, you telling me he's here is some of the best news I've heard in a while. Makes things nice and simple for me.
Looking to get vengeance, then?
I ain't leaving until either he's dead or I am. So yeah.
Kess looks over at Clive, but she doesn't say anything.
I'm
Sybil
serious.
slowly raises her finger up and makes a sound like, oh, hey.
Can I get y'all something to eat? You look like you could use it.
So Sybil stays quiet because she doesn't want to be the one to say yes because she wants to say yes the most.
Yeah, please. Murray's never gonna turn down food.
Suppose
He's
we could
smart.
use food.
He smiles, and when he does, it is a very eerie smile that looks very pleased at someone saying yes to his offer of hospitality. And the kitchen area is pretty much adjoined to the room that you are currently in. It's a small sitting area with about 3 chairs, a small table, a fireplace, and various hides strung up. None of the place doesn't, smell very good. And the food that he's gathering is very simple. There's some bread, a bit of older-looking cheese, some dried meat that's not very. There's not much of it. There's like 3 strips of jerky total that he's putting out. They're not small pieces of jerky, but there's only about 3, and they're like from fist to forearm length.
Cass adds like a day of her rations to like the mix.
Yeah, Clive pulls out some of his hidden food.
John doesn't look surprised by this. In fact, this looks like it's about what he was hoping. And turns to the whole group with this big like tray that looks like it's gone largely unused and is probably just like a sheet of metal that might have once been a shield. He just looks at you, Clive, and I don't think we can let you kill him, boy. No offense.
No offense, but I ain't planning to let you stop me.
This whole village might try to stop you. There's a bit of a system. Yeah. You see what's out there.
Well, if you're looking for someone to blame whoever brought me here.
He looks at the rest of you guys and
Yes.
shakes his head and...
Sybil does not look because she is one of the people who brought him here.
He was referring to the person that gave him the letter.
Oh, well, that's what Sybil's thinking. So she's looking away like a guilty dog.
Cass like turns her helmet towards him when he looks at her. As she like takes out a rag and starts like, wiping off dead guts from her hammer.
Yeah, Navori just looks like she has a lot of questions, but she doesn't know what they are exactly.
Sybil has questions and Sybil begins to speak because she's gotta fucking know. She's like, hey, so, this Lord Hawken guy, she says as she's like prestidigitationing her hands clean. Is he a vampire?
Yeah, he is.
Alright, I'm not from here, but why would killing him be bad?
I assume.
I mean, aside from the implications of murder.
I assume he's keeping the observation field up around the place. No?
It's a bit more an observation field, yeah. He's keeping things out from here.
He's tending
Folk.
his flock.
Yeah,
Wasn't
pretty
that
much.
Worm thing, was he?
No, worm thing.
Yeah, there was a
No.
person full of worms.
He looks like a man.
Okay.
Oh.
But yeah, flock, that's a good word for it. He, once a year, takes a person or 2, keeps everyone else alive, apparently.
Navori has this look, and it's going from kind of confused to kind of like repulsed.
So
Because he's kind of familiar with this sort of thing in a way.
basically, it's how it was before he burned the village down. You're all just
Yeah.
livestock.
Yeah.
Is
It's a
this
shitty
the only
existence.
place with humans now?
Yeah, I've tried to go looking. Nothing but us around here.
So there could be more, just none that you found.
There could be anything. I don't put anything out of mind since was stolen from my home and pulled into this underground hell. But from what I've seen, it's not likely, and these folk ain't fighters.
Well,
But
they
if
don't have
s-
to fight.
If somehow we could get you out of here,
Yeah, I was thinking
would you
that.
want to?
And go
I
where?
mean, this situation.
A different
Sigil.
plane?
We came from
I
a
live
place.
somewhere that isn't like this.
I came from a place called Sigil. It ain't anything like home, but it ain't this place.
We don't
Yeah, you
have
wouldn't-
sunshine, but we do have freedom, which it's a bit different than this. This place calls for some serious interplanet interference, frankly.
Cass kind of clears her throat. And she looks over at everyone. And then she looks at John and she's like, how many people are in this town?
About 100, 105 maybe. Numbers going down all the time. Not
And
enough
all
kids.
of them malnourished, weak, non-combatants.
Yeah, only so much food we can find.
And she looks at the group and she says, and what is your plan to get 100 people out through
Go
the
back
tunnels
home
that we
and
came
petition
from?
someone to take care of it. There are people a lot higher up.
What do they care? This plane is not their problem.
Yeah, but Sigil's been involved in shit that it's not supposed to for a long time. It's got a peace treaty with the Fey Realm because they were constantly messing with one another, and it in the elemental plane also have a thing that Sigil's kind of they got involved with. I'm just saying there are options. So what if we kill this Lord Harkin and then everybody dies anyway? I'm just saying there should be some sort of plan here.
She looks like bureaucracy is not her forte.
Well, unless we're trying to plan a way to get back to that portal unscathed for it.
Is
Even
there a
if-
way to like make another portal?
You know, the best idea might be to find a way to depose the current power and hand it to the people. Yes?
Well, I think the only problem is if the abjuration field goes down.
We find a way to keep it in place.
Yeah, but that might be a little difficult unless we decide to somehow get. I don't think Clive's gonna agree with this, but somehow get fucking chummy with the Lord up there.
No, sorry, I ain't getting chummy with no vampire.
And then the choice is between freedom and the death of the rest of these refugees.
I mean, I'm just saying we could kill him, but like, lie. I do it a lot. It's not that hard.
Cass looks at John.
He's just been quietly watching and
Do you have a map of the places you have been?
yeah, I do. I go out looking sometimes, just rooting around some of the nearby ruins, bringing books back, trying to teach some of these kids how to read.
Wait, they're like ruins. Is it of this place, or is it like of something else?
Probably
Bring us the map.
probably the settlements that humans tried to
Guys.
found.
I know no plan survives the enemy, but I don't think we should repeat last night or what happened, in the Fey Realm.
He goes and retrieves a map, and it's a very crude one, but it does show that there are some nearby ruins that look like they were drawn very roughly and possibly in the shape of another village. It's something else inside of a bowl-like structure. And he points to it, and that's where I normally go. It's only a few hours away. If you know
This
where.
wasn't the one that we came from, right?
No.
Okay.
She looks at Clive and she's like, can you add on the direction we came from?
Clive looks at the map and thinking about it. Can he?
Yeah, easily enough. It's you actually do a performance check because but putting it down to paper might be difficult.
Oh, good.
I feel like that would be survival.
Drawing though.
I believe in you.
Hey.
Hey!
Alright, cool. Yeah. You managed to get it down pretty well. It's sketchy in some places because you were in the dark and running, but you're confident that you can get at least most of the way. Listen, why don't y'all can sleep here for the night. I've got some extra rooms. I can get you some food. Y'all look like you could use it.
We got our own rations. Don't worry about it. You guys got little enough food to spare around this place anyway. Don't go wasting it on us.
Right then. Y'all can figure out what you're doing in the morning. Or
Perhaps we
what
can-
passes for morning.
Perhaps we can gather some more information.
I might know a folk or two that want to speak to you.
Well, it'd be a start.
Yeah, it would.
And I doubt the Lord will ignore our presence for long.
I'll do what I can to make sure he doesn't know you're here. He's
Oh.
not been present for a little bit. He's holed up in his manor.
Truth be told, if you ain't the one that sent for me, and it wasn't anybody else in this village, I can really only think of one other person who might know. So you might already know I'm here.
Why would he have called you here?
Clive
Loose
just shrugs.
ends.
There's a lot about what happened back then that I didn't understand.
Tying up loose ends, maybe. Anyway, yeah, y'all get some rest.
Thank you.
And he points to the back of the home and got 3 extra rooms y'all can take. It's not going to be comfy, but it's something.
Clive just kind of picks one.
John stops you though, and Clive, it's good to see someone from home again.
Yeah. It's good to see you too, John.
Ain't right what Victor did to us, but
No, it ain't. That's why I ain't planning on letting it go.
just promise me you'll help us figure something out for these kind of folk. They ain't got much.
Clive pauses for a moment, and then he just lets out a long sigh. I ain't gonna let any more people die because of him if I can help it.
Good man. Get some rest. And he pats you on the shoulder and then turns and heads back into the little kitchen area and starts doing something. You don't know what.
Making dad noises.
Yeah.
Well, Clive just kind of picks a room.
Yeah, Navoria picks a room. too.
Before Clive goes, Kess sort of like stops him briefly and just sort of mentions something about a watch. Just in case, because she doesn't trust anyone.
Do either of the rooms have windows? Do they all have windows?
Yeah, they all have windows.
Okay, cool.
Windows in darkness.
Yeah, I mean, by and large, they point out to unlit areas. This place
Sybil's
is
gonna
not very well lit.
look into a room and then she's gonna look at Cass and she's gonna say, "Hey, what did you find
The
back in the cave?"
runes that I do not understand.
Is that what that was? Navoria kind of peeks her head out from the other side.
Do you think
Totally
that's
not
the
eavesdropping.
expression of what it said to us?
I don't know.
Can I have a look?
I want to see
Kess
it.
gives her the sheet.
Sybil's
Navoria
gonna hold it
comes
low
over
enough
and-
for Dave to see.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything, right?
No.
Yeah, Navari kind of squints at it, and she's just like,
Sybil's gonna turn it upside down. Does it look like anything now?
It's not.
It looks like those characters upside down.
It's not
That didn't
familiar
work.
in any way. Would an Arcana check do anything here? Is it magical script?
What language do you speak, Mario?
She speaks.
Also, Das, we can
Common-
hear you breathing.
Shit.
Common, infernal, and primordial.
sorry. I don't know why that's a thing.
Okay. No, you can do a history check.
Okay.
Yeah, can can anyone else do a check?
Hey, 22.
Oh wait, hey, never mind. Fucking Mario rolled
Oh.
the 20.
She reads a lot of books.
Mario, you take a moment or two to examine this, and yeah, you recognize this. It's deep speech. This is the language they speak in the Underdark.
Why is it always coming back to the Underdark? I don't like the smacks.
I knew it.
I mean, they're practically in the Underdark right now.
So, this looks like deep speech to me.
That sounds really weird.
Never heard of it.
That's
What
from
is it?
the Underdark.
Again?
Short, angry people, yes?
Wait, that was where the fucking weird mouthy things
The
came.
oozes. Yes, gibbering mouthers.
What else is in the
What the fuck?
Underdark?
A lot of weird
some
shit,
of
I
the
guess.
The mossy mold we encountered in the Feywild as well.
I
So-
mean, but like,
Worm guys, weird things without eyes and mouths all over them, and creepy fungus. Great.
are they like people?
Yes. I don't remember the name, unfortunately.
This reminds me of the weird shit that I saw somewhere before I. Never mind, but I don't like it. What the fuck?
We must be close to the Underdark, being deep enough. Perhaps they are just visiting.
I
Is the
don't
Underdark
suppose they'll
line
help
ever
us,
playing?
huh?
Oh, jeez. I don't think I want weird mouthy eye things helping us. Or worm people.
Yeah, well, you know, desperate times make for strange bedfellows and all that fucking shit.
I don't know why I remember anything about the Underdark, but I have the feeling it would be difficult to negotiate.
Huh.
Navari looks at the things and she takes out her own notebook and she's gonna try to copy them.
So
Okay.
I was just gonna let Navori have that paper and,
Well, I mean, she has her own little journal things.
Well, yeah, but she's gonna let Navori have
Oh.
the scrap. That way she's not just awkwardly hover holding it.
Yeah.
Right, well, Sybil's gonna, stand there for a moment. She's gonna look at Kess. And, oh boy, is it a look that, like, you know when, like, someone looks at you and you know they're not intending to look a certain way? It's just like, there's a very intense look before she can quite adjust her expression accordingly.
Maria's just like, I'm going outside.
What does Kess read from that expression?
Oh, she's upsetty spaghetti. But then she just goes into, like, the room that is now currently unoccupied because Nate walked out of it, and she's gonna just have a look out the window.
Probably
Not to be
much-
dramatic, she's legitimately looking for stuff out the window.
Probably
Just
not
as a
much to see.
No, it's like looking into an alley at night.
Yeah, Sybil's still like,
Yeah.
are there any worms? Like,
Are there any worms?
You can make a perception check.
she's gonna check for worms. 16.
Scouring for invertebrates.
You see no worms. Yeah,
Somehow she's not comforted.
yeah.
Navari, once she's done, with the thing. She hands it back to Cass, and she also gives Cass a look, and it's just like, it's that look where she's like, she really doesn't like this, but it's sort of like a shared mutual kind of look. Like, I don't know, like, she's thinking of doing something. Something that apparently Cass may or may not understand, but that's what the look is like.
Cass is
And-
gonna leave for a little while.
Yeah, Navori is gonna go.
Leave as
Sybil's
in
gonna
leave
have
the
a
house.
look.
Yes. Leave as in leave the house.
Oh yeah,
God.
is there a
Oh.
front stoop? Maria did actually go outside. She's just like
Yeah,
right
there's
out-
a front stoop.
She's directly outside the door.
That's probably where. That's probably.
Cass opens the door and kind of like almost walks into her and then stops herself.
Mm. What's the
I imagine-
password?
I imagine Boon's out there.
Clive ends up coming out there too, and he just kind of like finds
Backs
a
up
spot
behind
to
Cass.
just. Clive just finds a spot to plant himself and like pulls a cigar out of somewhere and lights it.
Just shoves by both of them. It's fine.
Cass looks stumped because she's
There's no password.
exactly.
Maria just kind of she like gives Cass a half smirk and just gets out of the way.
Cass nods at her, thankfully. Like, don't do this to her right now.
She understands. She understands. Sometimes you need to disassociate in peace.
Yeah, and then she's gonna go.
Okay.
She walks back the way they came.
What's Minnow up to?
Minnow just took a room and she's gonna dodge a bullet for any the,
Fucking go to sleep.
I mean, she hasn't been feeling good since night, so she's gonna go pull up for a
Sleep?
bit.
All that
Huh?
shit off.
Ever since she got chomped by the big centipede.
No, actually before the vampire
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so she's chilling.
he needs a moment to herself.
Yeah, it's fine. What's interacting with everyone?
In the room, Navori is absolutely like, she's holding her holy symbol and she's closing her eyes and she's muttering things. She's absolutely like praying / talking to God and some specifically about getting people out of a shitty situation. What can we do? This is our thing. We've got to figure this shit out, man.
Wait, sorry, what?
Huh?
Wait, did you not hear me?
No.
Shit. Okay, Navori is in the room, and she's holding her holy symbol, and her eyes are closed. And she's, like, praying, but
Mhm.
she's... And also just kind of talking to her deity, like, you know, what do we do to get people out of a shitty situation? This is our thing. We've got to come up with something. Like, how are we going to get these people out? You know, that kind of stuff.
Roll religion.
Oh boy. That's not advantage. A whole average.
You do feel a presence with you. It's very, very faint and kind of like it's struggling. And you just get the sense that it wants you to free them.
Yeah, she's like, abso-fucking-lutely.
Kess, roll investigation at disadvantage.
Sure.
Because you're fucking exhausted. Okay. It takes you the better part of 2 hours to wander the town. It is bigger than there are inhabitants.
Okay.
You see that there are a lot of empty homes that look like they have been worn away by time due to being untended. you never feel the field disappear. In fact, you do remember that the field kicked in before you actually approach the town proper.
Yeah.
And there is a slope going upwards, and if you wanted to go all the way up there, it would take you a few more hours.
Okay.
Just to climb up and then climb back down.
Yeah.
It's not a very large town. It looks like it was probably originally built for about 300 people.
And now there's about 100. Okay.
Or about 300 families. Now there's about 100
okay.
people.
People total. All right. All right. Eventually, she makes her way back.
Okay.
Goes directly in a room. Doesn't really look at which room because she's literally just going in there to pass out. So.
Hit the bed.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you guys?
I
Minnow
just
was
want to
gonna
know
use that bed, but she'll.
how many beds are there per room?
There were actually 2 beds per.
Okay, cool.
This house looks like it, with more inspection and just kind of being in here, it's easy to infer that this house was meant to home a group of your size, maybe a bit less. And now there's one man living.
Maria is going to stare uncomfortably at the side of Clive's head for a while. As
Clive
though-
is gonna stare off at nothing while he finishes his entire cigar.
Okay, so once he's done with his cigar, because she thinks that's polite, while she stares at him the entire time, are you feeling all right about this?
Well, I was personally hoping it wouldn't be this complicated when I finally found him, but
Mm.
at least I finally found him.
Yes, well, we'll do our best, yeah?
Do as much as you're willing to.
Well, I think it's worth putting a vampire out of power.
Especially this one.
Awkwardly, she says nothing else, gets up, and goes to find a place to sleep.
Okay, you
That's
wind
fine.
up wandering into the cast.
Okay.
Eventually, Clive gets up, picks a room, doesn't even look to see who's in it, and just finds a spot.
I just want to note that Sybil snooped around the room that she's in with Nave and had a look around very paranoidly in any closets or under any beds.
Investigation.
Okay.
Navori's probably watching her. Is like, you find anything?
I'm working on it, Nave. 14.
Okay. No, you don't find anything. It's just kind of an empty room.
I didn't find anything. It's just kind of an empty room.
Well, that's probably
Thanks.
better than finding something weird.
Was there something wrong with my delivery?
No, it's fine.
Alright, well. I guess.
Fucking sleep.
Yeah. Sybil's gonna prestidigitation herself clean and probably offer to do that for whoever the fuck else is in the room with her. Even though it's a bit of a process.
For a change.
Yeah.
And she going
Okay.
to sleep the fuck to sleep, I guess.
You guys all get your long rest.
Hey!
So heal back up, get all your spells back. Good job. And you guys all wake up one by one, or together. Either way, as you go out into the main room, you do see John is out there, still wearing the same clothes he was 8 hours ago, 8 to 10 hours ago, working on sharpening a sword. And he looks up at you guys as you wander in, just kind of nods his head a little bit, but doesn't say anything. Do you guys all come out?
Navori spends a little bit of time sort of trying to plot with her deity again, and she doesn't. She's particularly interested in trying to get these out instead of necessarily just murdering to, because that's too complicated, right? I mean, getting them out of this place would probably be easier than killing a guy and dealing with whatever fallout's gonna happen because of that, and all of the undead that might come in, and whatever. So she's just trying to figure out a way to get them out of here. Probably doesn't come up with anything, but she's gonna continually try to see if her god gives her any insight on this or any help, the way he kind of bamfed her to Sigil.
Do you guys all come out finally?
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
I would like wait until Clive before she. But
Okay. Cass, Sybil.
Uh-huh.
Yes, weirdly enough, is probably one of the last ones out.
Oh, I thought you were calling on us for something bad. Sybil,
No.
did kind of stay in her room, and she's been playing with that ring that she has. But certainly not doing any reaching out of her own. And I guess she kind of just eventually... She has to come out of the room eventually, doesn't she?
I mean, no.
Yes, she does, to
stay there
progress the
forever.
story.
I mean, they could just go on without her. I don't
oh,
know.
Eventually,
Or someone goes in to get her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just pick her up and carry her out.
Hog tie and carry the warlock. Let's go.
Now that you guys are out, John just... I got some breakfast for y'all if you'd like, and someone would like to talk to you.
Who?
One of the older folk
Oh.
told me there was something about a nearby village when it did exist, and how it tried to break free of its master.
Well, we'll hear what they have to say at least.
Navori
Can't
has a
hurt.
visceral reaction when they say the word master.
Once y'all are all cleaned up and fed, I'll take y'all to see her.
Speaking of cleaned up, do you have facilities? Or a river?
We've got a well we work out of.
That'll do.
And he points outside and shows you that there's a small well in the alley near his home.
Okay. She's just gonna go out there and like wash her fucking face and shit.
Okay.
And prestidigitation her uniform when nobody's looking because she's shy.
Cass just fucking wears the grime.
She owns the
If-
crime.
Cass is one of those
You-
people that when she takes off the armor, she kills a man.
Oh
You
my
can't
God.
really tell if Clive cleaned himself because he kind of just always looks the way he does.
A good tree boy.
Yep.
Navori looks cleaner than usual, but she still looks pretty raggedy because, that's how she do.
Cass
Yeah.
does not see the point in cleaning herself because, goddamn, right now they are just gonna. It is disgusting, and they are gonna be fighting more undead, and she doesn't want to think about it.
Sybil is gonna step outside as if there is any fresh air to experience. But the minute she steps through the door, it's like she's gone through a desaturation filter. Like, her clothing just kind of slowly bleeds into grayscale until she's like in a black and gray outfit with like a way paler skin tone.
John just looks at you and y'all let me know when you're ready to go. Agatha's a crazy old woman, but I'm sure you'll like some of the stories she's got to tell. And he pushes himself off, and I'll be outside.
Cass just goes outside.
Yeah. When Mari gets
Okay.
back from the well, she's ready to go.
Yeah, Clive's basically been ready since he woke up.
He just kind of looks back at you guys, surprised, and
Clive was born ready.
Minnow, are you just with them?
Rolling along.
Okay. He kind of gives you a look, Minnow, because you are objectively the strangest looking one among. And he's kind of been avoiding speaking to you.
Racist.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rude.
It's not like, yeah, you know, he's never seen a fish person before.
fair.
He's like, what is that? um,
There's a duty here, and she's probably.
okay. He leads you guys through the streets of this village, and we will pick up with you guys meeting Agatha next weekend.
Oh,
Man, y'all made it out alive.
Somehow.
We did.
amazing.
That gust of wind was sick. That
Cass,
was
It
good
was
idea.
so-
Cass, like,
Thanks.
smiting that centipede for like 2/3 of its health
Yeah.
probably helped.
God.
That was
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah, no, between that and the gust of wind, if it wasn't for both of those, that could have gone very badly.
Most
Yeah,
of the
I know.
ghouls didn't really get a turn either.
Nope.
Good.
Yeah.
Since I decided I was just gonna roll like 7 crits tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are we off the air?
Oh yeah, should I take us off?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Alright, here
hi,
we go.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.